Good night, good night, good night, good night. It's Island fans, we're back, and I have Super with me. He's still singing the blues. Although, if Chelsea was in a transfer window competition, they'd be on top of the table.
Okay.
Sitting down there, he's the biggest Arsenal fan nowadays. And more than has awakened from his slumber, has awakened from his, what should I call it, his first half of misery to join us tonight. Of course, unlike the last show, Munchie should be here tonight because City won. Teddy might say that when he comes. So, looking forward to a packed show. Before we get into the weekend's games, we're going to touch on the past two games, the game yesterday and the game today. But before we even do that, let's just talk a bit of transfer news because today, of course, if you're talking transfers, you're talking Chelsea. Chelsea signed
Okay.
another player. Well, agreed to sign another player
Yeah.
today. The same goes for Arsenal too. And you hear I think Nottingham they tied up the Danilo one, and they also tied up Chris Wood today. I think as well. But I don't hear anything going on from City side or anything like that. But
Yeah,
let's
City
touch on you,
interested in
Super.
some midfielder there. They're
Who
interested
that?
in some mid.
Oh,
I
I
don't
hear that.
remember
I
his
hear that
name.
Gundogan going Barcelona in the summer on a
Yeah,
free.
we're interested in been trying to get Peru this
Uh,
window, and then
yeah,
there's
they're
been
trying to get a
speculations,
midfielder.
and there's speculations about Gundogan also.
The Jelly is in the comments already saying, "Boy, Shaq, are you lucky? See, I mean, how are you lucky?
Uh,
How are you lucky? You have to do your job. Do your job when the time comes. Do your job." But even if no, I'm not touching on that yet. I'm not touching on that. We come into your game, Jelly. We touching on some transfers right now. So, Sukwa,
mm,
excited about that signing?
yeah. I think he's a new player coming in. I just think that on that right wing, we just not have we haven't really been as consistent as probably like the manager would like going
Right.
forward. I mean, I was against getting rid of Ziyech, right? But I guess there be it would have to be that they would have to offload if it is that they're getting somebody in, right? Because
And Sukwa, this is not a transfer question. Sorry, go
mm,
ahead. Sorry.
yeah, but I think he's young. He
Yeah.
brings a bit of an exciting prospect into the fray of the league itself. And again, you see it's the project that they're building right now. They're going to younger players and looking at really reshaping the whole team really to inject that kind of youth and energy into the team itself. So
Yeah, and it's a long
uh,
term project.
and it's a
But
long term project. Yes.
so come, I don't
Mhm.
want to cut you right, but you
Mm,
building the project and buying the players in the wrong position. That's
mm,
not that's not good because okay, you have listen. The reason why I say that right,
mm-hmm.
you have like probably 10, 10 players in that position, right? And the
That's what I was
position
telling
that
Sukwa.
really needed to be structured, which is the
Uh-huh.
midfield. I haven't
Mm.
seen you
Yeah,
bring anyone
yeah,
in that
Chelo, up
position
to
as yet.
now, they still haven't bought what I wanted them to get. The fellas buying all around that. I
But
wanted
you have a lot of attackers. If you look
yeah,
at it,
I need a
out of
defensive
every team
midfielder.
in the league, you have the most attackers. You have like
Yeah,
14
and
attackers
I need a
on the
right back.
overall.
I need a right back for the longest while.
The Jaleel in the comments section is telling us to wrap up this Chelsea talk fast. We don't need to talk so much about the mid table teams.
Alright.
Big boy
Okay.
time. Yeah, but just before we move on from you, we go to Cello to talk about Trossard.
Yeah.
Suko, when is Reece James expected back?
They said that he and Ben Chilwell were back in full training, but I think Saturday comes too quickly for them.
All right.
It will be that might be the week after or next
I
week.
was, but I was reading something today. They might be available, but I'm not sure Graham Potter will pick them, man, because they're
Yeah,
both
because you see
training.
what happened the last time, right? As soon as Regent played his first game back, he he went off injured again in the 53rd minute. So probably they'll ease them back. Maybe they'll get a few minutes on Saturday off the bench.
We fair enough.
But yeah.
we have Joe joining us, guys, and of course we have our own Leandro here. I know Arsenal
That's
signed
it.
Leandro Trossard, but we did it first. We've done it first. But Cello, how you feel about that? For me, let me just come out and say, I was a bit shocked. I'm fine with the signing, but I'm a bit shocked because he's a different stylistically. He's different than Modric. So I thought that we would go for a more, when I say attacking, I mean, you see that Modric, he's going to run at you. Trossard is not really like that. So Trossard is more of like a Smith Rowe kind of player in my mind, which would he would do the job. It's a really good signing. But I was thinking more of a in your face kind of winger, attack you, a relentless kind of way, like to continue what Martinelli would do is does for us when he's on the pitch. But over to you, Sel.
Okay, for me, it's an excited chance for me. You get me? Because even before, I was crying for this signing. I was crying for this signing because, look, he might not be the top quality that we're looking for, but we know what he can do. And we know he has quality. And then what make it even better, he's playing in the Premier League, so he don't need to
Right.
come in and adapt.
No
Yeah,
adjustment.
You understand?
true.
So that make it even better for us. You get me?
Yeah.
For instance,
Right.
now going into the game on Sunday, like he's a man that we can just bring off the bench, not knowing, okay, if I bring on this man, you may wonder if he can do good because we know what he can do.
Mm.
So for me, it's a very good signing.
All right. Stella is excited. What about you, Joe?
Um, first thing first, I can hear plenty noise in my background.
No, I don't hear anything
Oh,
at all.
good stuff, yeah, because when truck just coming down the road, like, well, I'm on a blast more gas tank brown.
Open up the door.
Like I said, then I had a whole day for celebrate.
Well,
Check, man, I coming on the road at this time of night and I blast music. Yeah, but Mrs. Yo, I think I tweeted it today actually. For me, of everybody we were linked with, Trossard, Trossard is the Trossard is the safe signing out of all the options because it's the one player that is prem proven. Apart from the pressing aspect of the game, Brighton don't play that far off of in terms of our play style. There's some similarities, so it shouldn't be something that he has to
Right.
come in. And like
So that
Selo say as well, he prem proven. So there's not a player that has to come in and then adapt to the Premier League and all of that. This man been playing in the Prem and just score one hat trick there and feel the other day.
that's
You
right.
know, who else did that? Ashevin, yeah, check.
say
So
good pedigree.
just had to put that out there. It's only fair he get on Arsenal shirt. But yeah, and the thing is, no, Trossard is at the age where he kind of going into his prime. He's basically in his prime, so to speak. So it's really not a bad time to bring him in. And at the end of the day, ultimately, the model that they had was to basically get youngsters and then start to bring in some players that are already seasoned and right. And then based on the fact that you're potentially pushing for a title challenge, then with that being the case, it's better. That's why I said it's the safer option that you're bringing in somebody that's already ready and already ripe and accustomed to the Premier League, can even come in and play maybe this weekend. To be
Right.
honest,
And
things like that.
you said, Joe, that he's a safe option. And I'd even go a step further and say he's so reliable because you know he's gonna give you. And
Mm-hmm.
he can come on for Martinelli, he can come on for Saka, he can come on for Nketiah while Jesus is out. So he's a really good. I think it's a shrewd signing. If I'm being honest, it's not one that is gonna make the back paper. It's not gonna one the fan base is gonna get excited about. But I think
Yeah,
long
same.
term, throughout the end, from
Mm-hmm.
now to the end of the season, a signing like that could prove pivotal, especially let's just say our 11 stays fit and we can run through the Premier League. I think a player like Trossard on a Thursday in the Europa League could be the difference maker for us in those games.
Yeah,
Um,
true that. Agreed.
And the thing
that's
is right,
that's my
Chap.
opinion.
The thing is
Go
right,
ahead.
Chap. We what Arteta, we know Arteta can develop players. And working on the Arteta, I feel he will develop and get a bit better. You
Yeah, man.
understand?
So
Because we
yeah,
have seen
Yeah.
it. He done it with
Yo,
when he was at City
yo,
with
mm,
Sterling.
Sterling,
Sterling, Jesus,
helping
all of
them
them.
develop. So for all of them, you
Yeah.
understand? So
But then
even that
only
can
thing
work.
with Trossard that I think Trossard will have to come in and adapt to, because I was even watching a live with Turkish maybe like half an hour ago, and
Six.
I was thinking the same thing. It was about the fact that he's good offensively, but sometimes when he's off the bar, he seems to go a little missing. So and we press a lot. So I feel like that is something he'd have to come in and try to
Yeah,
adapt to.
yeah,
But then apart from that, is like you said, is a shrewd signing, is the safest signing. I also feel like it's just a case of them basically looking at the market and realizing, yo, we basically put all our eggs into this Mudryk deal. It went south, and not that we can't get anybody else, but just about anybody else that we're going to bring in that fits that type of model. I would be somebody that's at a team right now currently doing good, which then gives the team the opportunity to demand a certain amount of money, because then like I can say, yo, and I had the money, then man just see I put 70 guaranteed on the table for Mudryk. So when you come now and you want for me player that, like we were linked with Diaby. Diaby has been scoring and performing consistently. You cannot come now and tell me you're willing to pay 70 to 75 for Mudryk, and you could tell me that you want to give me 50 for Diaby that actually done prove that he can perform in one of the top 5 leagues and has been doing it consistently. So all that kind of puts us in a situation. And I feel like that man just pounced on the opportunity and said, listen, safe option, not overly expensive, and it also gives us room to maybe tackle one or two other areas in the transfer market based on the money that we'll have left.
right.
Because even the 26 or 27 million that they said is not even like a full like on price. It's 20 plus
Oh,
almost a
six.
6 or 7 in
Add
add-ons.
on. Seven
Yeah, so
seven
it
in add
still
on.
still sound like a real good deal.
Yeah, man, definitely. We know his quality too. We've seen it over this season, especially. I think his numbers is 7 goals and 3 assists, so we know exactly what he's going to bring.
Yeah, he has
Let's
the
touch on the
exact same numbers as Martinelli, having played either one or two less games.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
exact same numbers.
So that's good. That's good. Is a quality signing coming in. But let's touch on the game yesterday. Jaleel is saying with Memphis, he need a United fan in this. Memphis go talk spicy. All you have to do is just get a link number and hop on and what you doing. We really do need a consistent United fan. And I don't know, even though Memphis depend on us sometimes. So I think that's more dropped out. So let's touch on that United game yesterday because the first thing I want to say is a couple talking points. Should Casemiro have seen a red? I've seen red. Um, should Ten Hag had even played him? And do you think he came off earlier? Guys, just of course we know the draw. We know how the game ended. But what are you thinking around Casemiro and Ten Hag, especially with the big game coming up in the weekend? What are you thinking? What's your thoughts around in that? Anybody could take a stab at that.
Yeah, me say right. In a game like that, right? Manchester United with the hopes of going second in the table, right? So they put their best team out thinking, okay, we're playing against a Palace team that actually just get trashed by Tottenham and lose
All right.
1 by to Chelsea. You understand? So probably Ten Hag mindset was, okay, let me play my best starting 11, blow them away, and then I can make some early changes. But
Yeah.
apparently, the game didn't go how he probably planned it in his mind. You understand?
Palace
Crystal
get a
Palace
memo.
actually came out and put a fight in. They had some decent chances, very decent chances. You understand? But
All
the
right.
Casemiro yellow card, that's a challenge that, for me, that was a red card challenge. You understand? That was a red card challenge. He lucky he get a yellow card, but that was a challenge that he didn't even need to make because the man wasn't even going towards the goal that he could at least shoot the goal or something. Because actually the defender was actually coming across. You understand? So it's not like it's a challenge that he had to make. So I blame him for getting that yellow card.
All right. Anybody else wants jump in at that?
Me make
Yeah,
Suko go
start.
and then me make Suko go and then me give it to you.
Shaq, the thing about it is, in my in my preview, like in my mind for that game, I thought that they would not have played him.
Hmm.
I thought that
I
they would have benched him and probably used McTominay or somebody else to fill that role. Um, I'm not saying that they're looking too far ahead, but with the Arsenal game around the corner, I guess you would kind of have that file in the
because
back of your mind
right.
very
Mhm.
closely, right? Um, it's not no disrespect to Crystal Palace, because I mean, yeah, it's true that they haven't been on the best run of forms, but these are the kind of games that where you slip. They might not have won a game in, maybe, let's just use figures, 5 games. They
Right.
haven't gotten a win. Let's just say, like, the form has been so bad that they've had maybe 4 draws and 1 loss. But it could be that kind of a game where they take 2 points off of you. It's gonna be a
As is it?
difficult game
Yeah.
anyways. You understand?
I, I
So,
saw.
and at the home again too. So,
But the thing right, Sokwa,
you know.
remember,
Mm.
Casemiro and Ericsson already built a good partnership.
Yes,
So
I
for you to
understand
take
that.
him out to
Yeah.
that game and bring in like a Fed or
Mm,
McTominay, that will kind of lessen your team, if you understand what I'm saying.
mm, mm-hmm.
I
Because
saw.
the
I
other
saw
two guys
Jelly.
that coming in
Hmm.
is not really on the level of a Casemiro. So you have to look at
Yeah.
it that way too.
Yeah.
I saw. I was
Yeah,
saying.
maybe
I
that.
saw Jaleel on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we had a football game, and he was saying, "Boy, he wouldn't play Casemiro." But then yesterday, as we watched the game, and then Joe came in the group right after and said, take a look at Casemiro and take a look at how he allows Manchester United to be this Manchester United that we're seeing now.
Yep.
In my mind,
Yeah.
that's what Ten Hag was thinking. That's why
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
maybe he said to him, "Yo, just cool. We need you, X, Y, and Z," because right after he made a chance, Bruno went over to him and he probably reminded him of it. But
Yeah.
if I'm Ten Hag with Casemiro having that impact on my team, I'm playing Casemiro. I
That's what
Okay.
I'm
hope
saying.
he can because
Yeah.
Joe, we've been in the same spot with Saka and Saliba over the past three games or
That
so.
Yeah. With the
that's
with,
what
with,
that's
with
why I was
the
waiting for to show you my
the
input because I was about to
suspension.
say
Yeah.
like I disagree with every single person that wants to then turn around and blame Ten Hag because at the same time too, United is in one of the best positions they've been in the best position they've been in for the entire season.
Yep.
So yeah, you have a big game coming up against Arsenal, but at the same time too, it's also the game against Crystal Palace is also a game that you
Important, yeah.
should win. It's an important game.
Yeah.
It's a game
I
you
would put
want
them
to
ahead
win.
of City. You would have.
Yeah, you understand? It's a game you want to win, and Casemiro is like the has been like the engine to your system. You
Right.
understand? And like like Solo said, he already has that specific type of partnership with Ericsson, and not just with Ericsson, with Bruno as well. Because like yo, Casemiro is like Partey for us in terms of the fact that he gives Ericsson like Partey gives Xhaka and Odegaard. So he gives Ericsson and Bruno that extra time on the ball, that extra freedom on the ball, and so on and whatnot. And like for me, I don't see the issue with him playing. I just feel like even with the challenge, I feel like I remember Jalil was saying on Twitter that basically, it was because of some poor passes that put him in that situation. But yeah, it's the same thing. It was some poor passes that put him in that situation. But then, even with that, I mean, as a defensive midfielder as well, people will say, "Oh, he shouldn't have made that tackle because whatever, whatever." But honestly speaking, Marcelo, as much as it seemed like the defender was coming across, it also looked like Zaha was true on goal, and Casemiro, being a defensive midfielder, mentally you're going
Yeah.
to think, yeah,
Yeah.
stop him. Stop him by any means. You
Put the
understand?
fight.
Just stop him. Take the foul because that's what you're accustomed to do. And in the heat of the moment, doing it, and because if you realize that he did it, and as soon as he did it, he held his head. As soon as he did it, he held his head because he don't know,
Yeah.
yeah, the yellow card will come. You understand?
Yeah.
And then I feel like that's what killed their momentum. Like they were still trying to hold on, but it's like the minute he got that yellow card, everybody's head just dropped. Because when he got the yellow card as well, Bruno was holding his head and Casemiro was holding his head. Ten Hag looked like him in
Okay,
Bex,
man.
and at the same time too, what the commentator was saying was that Fred was actually coming on for
Right.
Casemiro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? And he get the yellow card like seconds before they were able to make the
Yeah.
substitution. So for me,
But
but then but then Ten Hag said after the game, just a general reminder, and I agree with him to an extent that when they beat us last time at Manchester's home at Old Trafford, they didn't have
Yeah.
yeah.
Casemiro. But
Yeah.
then, and that's a very valid point. But at the same time too, we didn't have Partey either because we had Partey was out. We had Sambi playing there, and the three goals that scored were played through the channel where Sambi should have been, and unfortunately, each time he wasn't there because he got caught too far up the field, offensively.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a big blow for them and it's a boost for us.
Mm.
It
But
is.
the thing,
All right.
the thing right,
Shaq,
Joe,
you
the
see
thing right,
this
we're
Let's
like
watching the play right,
oh
Veron come cross. All Casemiro had to do is continue running and go cover Veron in case Zaha skip up around Veron. He's there to clean up the mess. You understand? So that's not an excuse.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not
No,
an
but
I
excuse
just
because Veron
even
actually,
even with that, no, for the most part of the game, I felt like Casemiro was having a fairly easy game based on the fact that Crystal Palace weren't really going through the middle much. They
yeah.
weren't they weren't creating
Past
much through the middle,
24
so
now.
he didn't need to be in those situations where he put him in a situation where he needed to throw a
yeah,
tackle. And
attacker, yeah.
really and truly, to be honest, no, after McTominay come on,
The game
yeah,
change.
Jack, yeah, after
The game
McTominay
change.
come on, honestly,
So that's why I was even saying, that's why Ten Hag was thinking, if I'm a rest Casemiro out to this game, whoever I'm gonna bring in is not on his level. So it's gonna be the team is gonna be less. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
bro, about three time Ollie's try to play like this sneaky ball. Like two times it was to Edward, and then one time it was to Zaha. And each time Casemiro just walked out of nowhere and intercept the pass.
Yeah.
Like he done
yeah.
read them. But
But
nobody
Yeah.
else in the man,
he
nobody
even
else
get
in
the
the
chance
man
to
team
win
to
the
do that.
game now. He get the chance
And
to win the
even that
game too
too.
now.
And I think the ball skid across his tire or something
Yeah.
and just went straight across the goal.
Mhm. As alluding to what Jalil was saying, right? He was saying that sloppy passes put Casemiro in that challenge. Now I didn't see the game, but if it is indeed like a sloppy pass, right, that created that in the moment of that play itself, it's something similar like what I could think of for João Felix on his debut, because it's the same um Koulibaly made a bad pass to him, right? And that's how he ended up getting
Get the red card. That's what put him in
yes,
the
the red,
situation as
right,
well.
exactly. Because if you
Yeah.
look at the play, it was very something very, very, very similar to
Oh
that.
yeah, I didn't answer that part. Like Shaq was saying, it was a possible red card, right? And I
Oh,
believe, I believe on a day, had it been like maybe his second or third challenge, he maybe could have gotten a red card, as well as the fact that what played in his favor is that Zaha didn't make much of it. On another day, Zaha roll and tumble and get on with all
yeah,
kind of thing. But
Yeah, that's
Zaha
true.
yeah,
actually
That's true.
didn't. Zaha actually didn't make that much of the challenge because Casemiro made no intention to play the ball. The intention was
To
strictly
just
to
stop
take
the
the
man.
man out.
Just
yeah,
stop the
take
And
him
man,
not
out.
yeah.
just that, it was like a scissors like motion, like Shaq was highlighting, close to the
Yeah.
man knee area. You understand? So
Yeah,
it's one of them things that just because you weren't really having that type of game and you weren't being that aggressive type player, the referee will make on slide.
Uh, let's before we jump into City now, but let me just push in the comments that we have here. Aiden is saying, remember when Arsenal City won the Champions League? Amazing. And of course, sorry, I'm just a bit United fan. And Jaleel, continue. We didn't have case first time. Anything's possible with God. And the man turned spiritual here, man. The man turned spiritual on us. God will put Casimiro's spirit in next time on this Sunday. I didn't blame. I didn't blame. I think he said he didn't blame Ten Hag. He understood the decision.
Uh,
Team should have managed the game better. We didn't control the game in the second half. I agree. I think Zaha would have scored, so I understand the tackle. But then it looked bad because we still draw. All right, that's that.
Yo, but
United.
hold on, me just want to highlight, right, Shaq?
Mhm.
Even if God put Casemiro's spirit in the McTominay, if he didn't put his brain in it, man, that's sense, you know.
You need the whole package. You
I'm
need
just
the whole
showing you.
package. Yeah, so City fans, y'all, it's fair to say y'all escaped a scare today. Y'all escaped a scare today. None of y'all can come here and butter it up. At halftime, y'all were worried. Talk to me.
Oh, okay. So yeah. First half. Cities. I mean, they were trying to create chances, but it still wasn't enough that we normally see that. Compared to the second half. And I really didn't even know what happened. Tottenham just knocked us those two goals quickly. I mean, it was mistakes with Edison. Edison could have booted that ball because even if you look in the second half now, like he got scared and didn't want the same thing to happen and started launching them up the field after a while. Rodri made another error, causing Tottenham to go 2-0 up. And I mean, uh, that was just the main topic in the first half. Nothing else was really there to talk about. Um, Second half, yeah, I don't know what happened. As I said in the group,
Hmm.
those players like they got one of those wicked 5 minute naps that just managed to just rejuvenate you because
Mhm.
they came out guns blazing. And I mean, I was impressed with Riyad Mahrez. It was a Riyad Mahrez masterclass for real because if you look at his positioning throughout the game, he was even trying to pick up those positions in the midfield, coming deep for the ball and trying to dictate plays. Um, Alvarez added it with his pressure, trying to come to the midfield, adding for the ball. Rico Lewis was on point again today. I was impressed with him. Um, the defense was good after a while. Fair play to the team. It was another thing you see Pep stubbornness, but in a good way. That I normally recognize that he thinks the team can stick it out, and they really did with that transformation. I mean, everybody played well today, and at this case, I am looking to say that probably this the back line that played today, they should be getting a couple more games on their string.
The backline that played today,
Yes,
minus Walker, minus Cancelo.
yes. I mean, I would put Kyle Walker in there, but I would minus Cancelo at the moment because I
Oh,
think Ake has been one of City's best
uh,
defenders so far. And I think that's can say without a doubt, with along with him and Stones, we just need to find out other strong centre back partnership. But the reason why I said so because I can't just be the one to be getting game time most likely now. But Ruben Diaz and Laporte just came back, so I sure you would try to fit those in. But I would cement a place like Ake at that left back for now. See how it goes. I mean, it was a great result, as I always the City has to raise, cause me to have anxiety issues first and cause my stress level to go up before they can do things, which was rightly so. And halftime I had to take a look at Twitter and saw these whole reactionary City fans, which is so annoying because they was just calling for Pep out, all of this type of stuff.
Wait,
You
Monty
know,
at Twitter? Monty at
huh?
Twitter? Me never know Monty
Moi,
at
I
Twitter.
ask you a question when you're done here.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, there's certain times where you just have to just watch the game and just hope the players can dig it out, which they really did because I think if that result holds, they realized that the title race would be basically drifting, and they would have even felt that.
all right, Julius is saying Spurs hasn't beaten the top seven team this season. 5 wins, 5 losses, sorry, and a draw. Only team they get a point against is Chelsea. Super. Everybody
Yeah,
else.
that was a thief. That was a thief result on all counts. We should have get a
Larry's,
penalty at the end of the game.
Larry's is Spurs' biggest problem. I think I remember that game. Is
Yeah, they
probably
pulled
the past
Cucurella by
My
his
five
ear.
question to
years.
you, right, Moi?
Hold on there, Cello Diaz. I think this is in response to Moy saying, Akanji. Diaz is a glue for me. Diaz leadership is important. All right, so that's Jolly's take on it. Go ahead, Cello, before we bring in Munchie.
My question is, right, Moi? You say, what do you the fault for the second goal?
Yeah,
Why you say that?
because the misplaced pass, it was his fault.
No, no, no.
That the Edison for
Look
me.
back man over it. Look back over it and see.
The
When the ball
second
come
goal
to
was
Rodri,
what?
here,
The
Rodri
second,
try
the
to
second
contact.
goal, the
Try,
What
second
was
Rodri
goal
the
try
was,
to
mistake?
contact.
was Rodri's
Rodri
fault.
try to
First goal
contact
was
to clear the
Rodri's.
ball. Yeah, but what? Harry Kane slide. That it couldn't be Rodri fault. You know, no other
It
option.
is, it is
Look, man,
Rodri's
look.
fault.
No, look back over
That
on the plate
that
and
is
see.
my opinion.
But you're playing Rodri wrongfully. That
I
it
am
can't be
not.
Rodri's fault.
I am not.
I don't remember the second goal.
Yo,
I remember,
more give
I
me
remember,
ASAP vibes. The one that Kane slide, get
Kane
up, take the
slide in
shot,
and win the
and
ball.
then
I remember
and then
Emerson was saying.
Emerson Royal head the ball into the goal.
So
But
where
it
was
can't be
Rodri?
Rodri's
Save.
fault.
Where was Rodri's fault in that?
It
That it
was a
can't be
pass.
Rodri's fault.
No, hold on, Cello. Where's the Moy?
It
Where
was the
was I
pass.
don't remember. Go ahead again.
It was the pass first that led to all of that.
So Rodri passed the ball to who?
No, I go watch the game, Jack.
Big man, I'll have a
Here what
conversation.
happened. Nigga
I
tell you
am
what
here.
happened
Yo,
there.
remember
I want to hear now. Yes, sir.
Edison gave him the
Let me
ball.
tell you what happened.
Edison
John
gave him the
Stones
ball and he
cleared the
tried to
ball
turn.
straight to the man and then wingman. Yeah. And
Mm.
that's what happened now. A John Stones poor clearance lead to the goal. What we have
Yeah.
no problem for deal with the goal. What we try best for try get a touch to clear the ball, but what happened? The ball comes so hard that the touch and Kane just slide in and win the ball, get up and just react fast than it.
Yo,
But
but
then,
Well up in the lane.
wasn't it the poor clearance that gave Kulusevski the first goal? Cause the ball went straight to Kulusevski, right? And
But
no,
it was
and
a
then
and
pass.
and then
He tried to
but
play out
a
the back.
pass.
yeah, and then he cut in and some. Yo, my thing is right with that is that for me, in a sense, some of those things I don't even blame the players that much because sometimes I find that like okay, yeah, that's how y'all play. That's how our play now too. But I find that sometimes Edison, as the goalkeeper, you can see up the field. You don't realize when certain kind of press they and the man in them in a certain position, just to be on the safe side. Just send the ball up the field, especially based on the fact for the second goal that y'all had literally just conceded. Why take the risk? Just put the ball up the field, take your time and second yourself. So for
But
me, I
Joe,
think the
looking at it,
second goal was more down to Edison deciding, opting to give Rodri the ball instead of just sending the ball up the field. And allowing
but
the man
Joe,
and them for set back and catch back then shape and all of that. But Tottenham get 2 goals out of nothing now. That man do
It's
nothing for the
really
goal
out
on
of
them now.
nothing. And you saw it was really out of nothing because they really didn't put unless from those two chances. That's the only thing. That's the only thing they got from the game.
Yeah.
What you name O'Neal coming in. He say Edison made a play around.
Mm.
For the first goal. The first goal is Edison. The first goal is
Yeah.
Edison. I was saying that the second goal is John Stones. Yeah, I was saying John Stones. And more saying it's Rodri's fault.
yeah, John Stones. It's poor clearance.
Munchie, Munchie.
Yeah, true,
When you watch the
John
highlight,
Stones.
what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
right? Yeah, was the highlight. Honestly, after the game finished and so on, I check my phone, whatever. When I see the lineup, I'm like, wow, right? And I see the bench, I'm like, wow. And then I see who gets sub on, I'm like, wow. Alvin from 2-0, I'm see like, wow, right? So
What is it?
yeah, cause like then again, but like, yeah, I'm happy happened so because it just proved my point a couple weeks ago, not a couple weeks ago, couple shows ago, when I said if KDB in the farm he's in doesn't play, I wouldn't miss him. City down 2-0, came back win 4-2. Did
Oh,
KB
come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's an anomaly. You can't just come with that and make it a blanket statement like that. Think
just
it
say
does.
no. You asked me to say something in the game.
All
I
right,
give
go
me
ahead. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
back to what I'm saying. That just proved my point a couple shows ago.
I really
Right?
don't think it did, but
Okay,
carry on.
listen to me. City down 2-0, halftime. there's not one person on this panel would have ever thought KDB wouldn't get introduced into the game.
No, listen. Okay, sorry. I know you're giving me a thing, but you're giving me your analysis of the game. But I wouldn't have put on KDB at halftime. In about 5 or 6 minutes or 10 minutes, the game was 2-2 already. So I mean, at that point, you're really running to Tottenham. You didn't need KDB. That's what I'm
Yo,
saying.
but here my thing, no shot. You know what Munchie's saying, to be honest, right? Been paying attention to Twitter, you know, this take that Munchie has had is not actually not an unpopular opinion by a lot of City fans. Like there
Right.
was even remember even the tweet that we were talking about the other day where this guy was saying that City will go on their run. Jamal, I think, was shared it in the group.
When
City will
yeah,
go on
when
their run
when
when
KDB
KDB
is
is out, when he gets injured or he's out or something or the other, right? And truth be told, because KDB has not been having the best games. Yeah, he did the top in terms of assists and so on and whatnot, but overall, in terms of his overall form, he has not been having the best games. And I feel like when sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when KDB is out of the team, there is more fluidity. Instead of just giving the ball to KDB and him having to be the creator and basically, you know, crafting everything. When you have a different midfield, that man push the ball around more. And that plays right back, that Lewis kid. Even today, I found like part of what was playing in Tottenham's favor is the fact that I felt like the referee was real lenient for quite a while because that man was just walking through the players. Even the Lewis, he got hit maybe like 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, wait, nobody not get no card because yeah, you know, me and mine because of City, but if that was us, be the Becks. And then I feel like what started to kill Tottenham's momentum was the fact that they got that, what's his name? Romero got that yellow card before the halftime. And that took away his ability to be the aggressive type player that he is.
I mean, in my personal opinion, I think that those seasons, this previous seasons when KDB has been out, it's been like a smoke screen because I don't think that the City team, and Pep said it in his interview, in his post-match press conference, that we're far
Mm.
from the team we used to be this season.
Yeah,
So,
fair.
to assert that they can be this good, like they were in previous years, without KDB on a stretch of games, I think it's a stretch.
Yeah,
Rod
I have to play somebody first because after I attack them, I play.
O'Neal is agreeing with more actually. He's saying how Rodri let Kane took his ball. Munch will
Fair.
come with some powerfulness. Will come with the powerfulness.
But
I saw he lie,
sharp,
but
sharp,
wow. Um,
sharp,
man
sharp.
say I come and settle. Me wonder if he named the group in man. Man
What
say
about what about?
man say they don't miss KDB. I think they're having a whole suki conversation in the comments here. So Julian is asking if KDB are the problem, and only say he and Michael Brown are the same. Oh gosh, I think the time was suki there. Okay, here what? Send he there United. That's what he's saying. Send KDB there Manchester United. Sell KDB since he are the problem. That's what the fans are saying. I'm welcoming
Very.
with open arms. Rico Lewis played good. He bench Cancelo and Walker. He good. I agree. He's been right. He
Yeah,
talks in quite
yeah, he
well too.
real good.
City fans
The
privilege
inverted.
Noah. Pep right. Y'all too comfortable. Haaland makes City more predictable. That's the problem. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
I hear the man them a try to rub out KDB. That's all. We have to let Monchi finish up. Go ahead, Monchi. You need to hurry up because we have to go through the games for this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just make my point clear with the KDB. I like Ed Anderson.
Wow.
Numbers me not say KDB are the problem. So me know where the man the comments will get answer. But never want to say that. I say based on KDB recent form in the previous games, in the past couple shows, if he's missing for 2 or 3 games, and now gonna be an issue because his performances in the last couple games, he wasn't there. That was my point. I never said KDB had a problem. I never
No.
say nah give
Okay.
Messi. I'll Messi. If I would go after he performance in the previous game, if you're using those performances in 2 or 3 games in the future, he not get missing. That's what I say. That's what I said. I never wanted to say here the problem. I never wanted to say the needy. So I know I try to twist that. But I've KDB, the best Premier League player in the league.
If we
So
had more time, Monchi, I'd argue that point with you because I still really don't understand where you're coming from.
okay,
Um,
it's okay. You're not gonna say it because when you have a luxury of players to choose from, and you can just put your hand in a hat and dip out. You're not
know,
going to see from the point.
Shots fired.
But I'm
and I
just
don't
saying,
like
in
and
terms
I
of my
don't like hearing him talk so because he don't back the team properly. He quick to give up.
Shots fired.
the man say quick for give up, Monchi. Yeah, so tell
Shots
a
fired.
question in your loyalty as a Spain fan, and no more questioning your loyalty as a City fan, bro.
Yo, Shaq, you see that man there, Shaq? You see that man there?
Uh,
What tell
let,
you
let
about that
them
man?
about it. Yeah, we got
You
two
see that
minutes.
man there? What tell you about that man?
Just
You
let
see that
going
man
on
there?
my back
See
city
that man
before
there?
you, right?
That man there, the man
Right?
we argue football with. You know why I say that? Listen to me now. This man here, talk like he crazy and so
Salo
sometimes.
election, I don't know. So
No, no,
like
no,
your
no, no.
campaign.
Yeah, right, bro. We talk in the group here, and me tell you like this. If you play against
Comment
a more
going crazy,
organized
by the
team,
way.
if you play against a more organized team today, you would have never scored 4 today. If you play against a more organized team,
I think
they
that's
go in
fact.
there score, a poor
Yeah,
defending,
true.
make you score all in goal. If the goalkeeper give Mahrez a goal, because no way a man for beat you by a near post like this. That's supposed to be a
Look at
first
this
coverage.
deflection, man. Look at this deflection.
That goal he took a deflection. I didn't know until I watched it
It's a
over.
Yeah, it was,
deflection,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it took a
listen now.
deflection.
Yeah,
What
Till
yeah.
it's
listen
not
more.
a spot, though, but
Yo,
What
but it's the
listen more.
same thing.
But
Man, he
the
gave away
first
one
place,
like that
the
against
first place you're
Arsenal
supposed to
now.
cover
And it
as
took
a
a deflection
goalkeeper.
as well.
The first place you cover as a goalkeeper are your near post. You
In a
put your
post,
hand in
agreed.
it. You
Yes,
understand? The
I
next thing
agree,
is
right?
right.
But then when you look at like Mahrez taking the shot, the ball didn't even look like he was going to go there. It's just a little deflection. So
Yo,
you see,
Mahrez look like he
was
did
ready to
swing.
shoot.
Mahrez look like he did try to find Grealish.
the
Yeah.
deflection was crucial. I really think so. I would
Yeah,
cut Larry a
because
little slack.
he looked like Loris was ready to cheat, and
And the
then
thing
he
is,
realized the ball was going side,
me,
put out the foot.
be real and be
Yeah.
honest.
All right.
Me tell this man here. Me tell this man here, shot. Right now, we will how you play. You talk about you want to meet Arsenal, you want to meet Arsenal. You don't want to meet Arsenal with the way you play. Out of all the team and them in the league,
Yo,
Arsenal play the
February
best
19th
football.
on
You
the
don't want to
corner.
meet Arsenal. You know that. So
February
purge
on
your
the corner.
conscience.
That's the all Messi.
Out of all the
February
team
on
and
the
them,
corner.
Arsenal are more rounded and well-built team
Medicare
than all
what
the rest team
Arsenal
and them
be
right
and
now.
rounded, well
So talk
built.
one like you want to meet
They
Arsenal.
could have
You don't
strong
want
Yo,
to meet
Chuck.
All right,
Arsenal.
guys. Share that.
Chuck.
Share that.
Let me finish up now,
Chuck.
Chuck.
You
Let me
want
just
to meet
finish up.
Arsenal.
So much we have to move on. We really have to move on.
Wait,
No,
Chuck,
come
Chuck,
here.
one summary. Yo, I think we can just put, honestly speaking, I think we can just put down today overall to just exceptional brilliance from Mahrez. Because Mahrez had what? Two assists and a goal? Or 2 goals and an assist, something like that. I think no, 2 assists and a goal, however.
Yeah.
He was involved in all the goals,
Two goal
which
passes.
is
2
brilliant.
goals.
Yeah, he
That's
involved in
awesome.
the man involved in all goal in them. I think we can just put down today that basically it was one of those cases where next man up, I need somebody to lead the team today and for take charge. And this is not nothing new because Mahrez do this every season, especially in this
But
part of
Joe,
the season.
This part
Because
of the
Mahrez
season.
he had what, nine goal in his last 14 games or something like that.
As,
I'm not
let me
taking
just
nothing away
finish
from
this.
Mahrez.
All right. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Let me get to the comments, and we have to get to the weekend's game. We have to get. We don't want to be in here forever. O'Neil is saying exactly. The whole team inconsistent this season. Luxury, my ass. Moy, Carly out. Oh my, I went too far. Okay, Reggie Simon is saying the team without the luxury about to win. Oh boy, here we go. I love that comment there. Let's leave that comment there. Update. Why y'all the second though? That's the question. Them only like joy. What are you joking? They only like joy, right? Tell you the boy powerful. A man say, okay, whoa, can't put it that one. My goodness. Oh, I'm going down so fast. My goodness, sorry. Longley. They might say Longley even better than Shaq. That's fact. I'm gonna say, since back in my days in grammar school now. Me rather Joe in the goal than Larry. Okay, only you
Yeah,
want it. Only you say, Messi put you in the goal.
me want if that man slap the ball too hard, me move no one joke. Wrong
Because
somebody
against
dog.
France, the boy say he never conceded 4 goals in a half. Yo, I love them guys. I love them guys. Yo, okay, boy, you have the
Yo,
game
so wait a
started.
shot.
Uh-huh.
Question. Conte got another any contract?
I don't think he stays.
You think
I don't
so?
think he stays. Yeah, I don't think he want that
Okay.
drama in
And
his life.
the man had behind Tuchel right now.
Yeah, the
Boy, let's
wild
go.
boy.
Had behind Tuchel.
Okay, guys. So we gonna stay a while at Liverpool, and we gonna stay a while at the Manchester and Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester and Arsenal. The other games we just want we call it poor line.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
because Man City, who Man City playing again?
Wolves.
Well,
Yeah,
Champions
just score
League.
line for that. Just score line for that. All right, Samoy, let's go.
Yeah, we just skip the early kickoff, Liverpool and Chelsea till last. Then yeah,
Oh, that's what's that
Leicester.
early kickoff? That's 8:30.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
really game.
that's the
Yeah.
Saturday. That's the first game.
Oh,
Then we move to 11 o'clock games with Leicester and Brighton.
Brighton.
Brighton, easy.
Brighton.
Cool.
Brighton 2-0.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leicester 2-0. I think this is Leicester where Leicester begins to catch themselves. Leicester
Just
2-0.
because I get Trossard now. So you move, Joe.
No, sorry, no, you're not to do with that. But let's no for me, me just think this way. Leicester go just start to catch themselves, man.
Our assistant for the past 5 games now.
Drew, you just magically believe Leicester just pick up form
Yeah,
against
No,
that,
it's
Brighton.
not. The thing is, no, it's not a fact of picking up farm. No, as good
Ah,
as Brighton has been, can continue to play under their
right,
new coach.
right.
They've they've also shown some signs of inconsistency
Mm-hmm.
under him, in my opinion. And for me,
Joe.
I feel like Leicester, at this point, right, Leicester can't play no worse. Put it that way.
True.
And
Okay.
remember, no, the last time when they went on their little run, unfortunately, the World Cup break came at that
Yeah,
time.
yes,
And they
yeah.
got to a point again where they couldn't do no worse. And then the man and then catch one like a game and just started to go on this run and started to play good. Ward start keep clean sheet and all kind of some. And I feel like it's coming. I could be wrong about this game, but I
Mm.
feel like it's coming.
Okay.
Mon-
Let's look at page. But Joe, why I don't think like it's coming? Reason
Uh-huh.
being, Brighton has 11 that's been playing consistently. You can't tell me which 11 are gonna play for Leicester this weekend.
Yeah,
brother,
like boy, that ain't that
Yeah,
ain't- that
he
ain't-
said
that
he
ain't-
might
that
be
ain't
coming, but probably not against Brighton.
that ain't a fair argument. But the thing is with Leicester is, bro, it's not like say them man not create chances too. No, them man they create chances and them man does not put the ball in the back of the
and,
goal.
and if we being honest, Brighton probably gonna be without Caicedo because they don't Chelsea want by everybody.
Yeah. So and that
Yo,
too. So
Um,
Joe.
take that into consideration.
let's
Well back a rainbow
let's
people. They crazy. Well back a
So I
rainbow
true that. I
people.
true that. Well, but just score one of
yeah.
the best goal of the season the other day. You're right.
Next
I'm
one.
fine.
We have Bournemouth versus Nottingham.
Yeah.
That game they drop. That game they drop.
But that game,
No,
but I mean, that game is just so boring.
I'm
That
saying
game they drop.
Nottingham though.
1-1.
2-1.
No, I'm saying Nottingham 1-0.
We go with
2-1.
a 1-1 drop. A 1-1 drop.
Let, let me run the comments first, there, Moy. Jolie say he no sorry for Conte. Put a day into a three-peat right now. You
Yeah,
bitch.
facts.
Wolves versus Chelsea, the
Facts.
battle in the mid. But he and Lukaku, gosh, Lukaku, man. I think they say in the first game is a draw. Y'all sleep to the mid half. Please don't watch it. The Zerbi bar will kill people. And he said he want Caicedo by everybody. Actually, like a bad man. The man start them up when the band come in. All right, more next game.
West Ham versus Everton.
Oh, this should be a good game to
They go
watch.
for West
Yeah,
Ham. They go
that's a
more.
massive game,
They
you
go for
know.
West Ham 3-0. Danny Ings just scored his first hat trick.
3-0.
What the
Yeah, Danny
hell?
Ings just scored a hat trick.
Well, you see,
Okay,
Moyes under a lot of pressure too, because Moyes they said that if it was rumored that if he loses that game against Everton, he gone.
he gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
I'm
then,
going.
yo,
and
a
Lampard in the
beautiful love
Lampard in the
story,
mess
no.
right now too.
A beautiful love story, you know. Cause here, what, he lose the game against Everton.
Yeah.
Then everybody think that Lampard is back. Lampard lose 2-3 more games. Them a fire Lampard and then bring back Moyes. The big reunite.
Yeah.
And it was that
The
no
big
joke.
reunion.
The fans and then go on back, start bang the players and then like last week, them man they rush the players and them outside the ground now.
Them man headlock. Them man headlock the woman. One of the
Them
rest.
headlock the woman, yeah. Them headlock the woman, boss.
Yeah.
What the joke?
I'm going. Cincelo went away this one. I'm going 2-1, but I'm going DCL brace. Give me a second there, Moy. Go ahead.
So right now, DCL look awful. That I go with West Ham. Me go with
Joe,
West Ham. West Ham 2-1.
I'm here to right, Cello say Ings going a hat trick, so don't forget to put him in your fantasy team, okay?
Yo,
Aye,
Joe, things are pipe for prove, Joe. Yeah.
No, that's fair, no. That ain't out of it, no. But I'm saying too, you still have to come in, can learn the team style of play and whatnot, you know.
That's it.
And then we also don't know how fit Danny Ings is based on the fact that he not play much.
Yeah.
So take it to all of that.
But
What
Ings
if he
score
just
last
start
game.
the beat, they're
Last
gonna
game for Aston Villa, Ings the score.
Yeah, after the bench.
Okay.
exactly.
They're saying somebody gonna lose them work that game. The
Yeah.
Man City is El Sakiko.
Yeah.
Let's go West Ham. I hate Lampard with all my heart. Oh, see, O'Neal saying it down here. El Sakiko. All right. So go ahead, guys.
yeah, Southampton versus Aston Villa.
Villa.
2-1.
Villa.
Yeah, Villa.
Yeah, Villa.
Villa 2-0.
Villa for me.
No, look, me say 2-1. Because we take Digne, look at Digne. Yo, actually no, me can't one draw.
Villa got a new left back,
1-1
ain't it?
draw.
Alex Moreno.
Yeah.
This is 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
Yeah, 1-1.
Villa.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Last game of the day on Saturday.
Boy.
Palace versus Newcastle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another tight. That's a tight 1-0 to Newcastle.
1-1 draw.
Oh no, nothing tall about that game be tight. That was the joke, yeah. Newcastle last them.
Me go for 2-1 Palace
You
win.
think?
Yeah, I think Palace can hold a surprise here. 1-0 surprise.
I go in 1-1.
Okay,
She
okay.
won.
1-0 Newcastle.
She won Newcastle.
But can't believe okay. Let me know 2 minutes for this. But can't believe I switch up so fast. Remember when we were going through Arsenal, City, and Newcastle next one 5-6 games.
Yeah.
Okay. How much points Newcastle can get? And we
Right. It was someone in the comments who was saying that.
we practically say, oi, Newcastle look like win all them games, yeah,
Yeah.
low team. And
It was someone in the comments who did it.
up on the City and Arsenal, I try go against them. Give the man in the credit. We can't see
Me?
Christopher to get.
Shaq, it was me. It was me that gave you all the list of fixtures that they were going to be facing over the next 5 games. I say,
Yeah,
when I call out the fixtures, these are
Right.
the games for them.
Yeah,
Big
me
man.
expect pardon me
The reason
personally
why me go
expect
for Crystal
Newcastle
Palace
to bag
here,
them.
because Crystal Palace home the partner.
Yeah, which
That's
is
why
fair,
me
no,
go
but
Crystal Palace now.
remember Newcastle still them man just get back some firepower and all no, as well. No, them man just get back Isak and all.
Exactly. You're right, Joe.
And he scored the last minute winner the other day, the game that the
You're
man
right,
thought they
Joe.
were going to draw. So that's why I said personally, I just don't see them winning the game. Me to see Crystal Palace to win. And I feel it would be a hell of a result if they were able to hold on and score. And if we're going after the Man United game, Crystal Palace really not create that much. And down to the fact that they have a couple of injuries in their midfield and whatnot and whatever. But yeah, I expect Newcastle to win that game. So I go 3-1 Newcastle.
You go 2 on Newcastle.
All right. Come on.
Leeds versus Brentford on Sunday.
Brentford.
Brentford about.
Brentford 1-0.
2-1.
Leeds just slap aside 5 or 6 in the FA
Yeah,
Cup. No,
they
they
got
must
it.
score some crazy goal. No.
Yo,
Bamford
talk about that little
scored
black
2.
dude that plays on the left side, Nanto.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
saw his volley?
he scored a crazy goal in
Yeah,
what,
the volley
5 minutes
is
into
nice,
the
man.
game?
Bamford is back,
Yeah,
for Leeds.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That
it could
is
be a different Leeds proposition, but I'm going Brentford.
Yeah.
O'Neill said Brentford 2-0 too. I'm going 2-1.
Yeah, me
yeah,
go two.
me go 2-1 Leeds.
You in Leeds?
Yeah,
Okay.
me go Leeds. 2-1 Leeds.
Brentford one no.
Draw. Ivan Tony hat trick.
Yeah,
Captain.
Yeah.
okay.
So,
All right.
yeah, so like you don't have phone call, eh? Yeah, don't put some money for some.
It doesn't Tony like the betting thing.
Yes, yeah.
Right,
Um,
more.
Manchester City versus Wolves.
The way how City play now, boy, them man like them get scrub up.
Tell you, man. Side 3-0 City,
It's
KDB
about like
boys.
probably 2-0 City.
Yeah.
Yo,
We
me
go for
Probably
expect
2-2
City
City.
for
joining this game. And 2-2 joining this game.
listen to me. Me expect City to win, right? Me expect like one 3 none, maybe even 1-4-1 or something. You check because the momentum coming back against Tottenham and whatnot. But at the same time too, just a reminder that over the years, for some reason, Wolves has been City's bogey team at the weirdest times possible.
Adama,
So
yeah.
yeah, so I would not rule out some madness happening, but the expectation is that City can slap them man.
Yeah,
City
Only
O'Neill
slap
said
them man, maybe
4-1.
about maybe the same
He
Nottingham.
go
4-1.
Holland hat trick.
1-0
Mendy,
City.
Mendy not
Manchester
playing left
said
back.
4-0. More, what you said?
I said Mendy not playing at left back to get body off so Adama can take with the ball this time.
So
More.
what's
Yeah,
the
still,
score
but
Tell
line?
you
at
something that
the
more.
same time too,
More.
if I will go after how that man play against Liverpool the other day, even that they played very well.
More. May your friend you here. But you see that man over in the corner, every time he says City, you knock somebody for City lose, right? The last couple times he says City will win 4 no. Then lose no. Real something.
Hey,
He
I
said
bet you he never says a practice match again. I bet you that.
he said City will not Manchester United 4 no. Yeah.
Me say that.
You understand? City
Me
will not
say that.
Manchester 4 no.
Oh man, he's not being literal. He's a bit hyperbole, Munchy. You don't have to get
Yeah.
carried away.
No.
The
He didn't
last
little
4
but
games
he
that he
call
called a
exact
scoreline
score
4
line.
no. City Jack
Me
pants in
never
the
say
all.
that. Me never say that. Don't come with that. Me say, me not Tottenham 4-0. That's the only 4-0 prediction me give for this season. So don't come with that. And the
Alright.
show on them on YouTube, so you can go and recheck that too. I can get the date in the top.
His name was Welcome to the Training Match. Or Ready for the Training Match. Something like
Yo,
that.
Something like that, Gabriel.
Munchie
Yeah.
called the United game. Munchie said that them a get. What you say? Them a get
least three.
three, at least 3. Yeah, that's what you say. At least 3. Yeah. Well, guess what? She goes score, but
Jolly saying, lady with City and them. Munchie hard to hurt. I hurt now. More next fixture.
Chelsea
Um,
going to tell me that? What did you
when I last one, but then you have the Monday. It's Monday, yeah. Monday, Tottenham versus Fulham.
Fulham.
that
Fulham
is
2-0. Mitrovic.
that
Yo,
the game? Good job.
you know that's a good game though because if Fulham win, Fulham
Yeah,
pass Tottenham.
that's a London derby, That'll be a tough
Fulham
game.
has, Fulham has a chance to enter the top 5.
Yep.
But then yeah, we jump back to the
Yeah, the man came in the comments, boy,
Yeah,
very nice.
yeah, the man-
Yeah, people comments, boy.
yeah.
Never forget Mahav. Never forget Mahav when you cry. I use okay. You have a CL. That's your cry for Munchie. So calm down. Let me see if I can. All right, no, that's it.
I didn't tell
Why?
like yo, the sugar coming to kill me.
But
And that means about.
if you look at the you know Man City can be 2 points behind Arsenal come Sunday for your match against United.
Yeah, because they're playing. Remember, they're playing before
Yeah,
us.
they're playing on Saturday.
So what's the
Them
relevance
man
for
play
that
Wolves.
comment though? I don't get it.
No, I'm just saying that
Yo, Super,
it can
no
be.
study
Oh
shop.
no,
As
no.
one
No,
Arsenal
no,
fan,
I
that is a
don't,
fair
no,
point.
what we,
Look what do
what we
I
and
pay
spewing
I
Chelsea
all
paid
these
did
things.
that.
attention to the same thing today. I looked at the same thing today
Mhm.
after the
What
game.
y'all looking? What you looking at that
But Joe,
for?
but Joe,
No,
I
we're just
remember,
Look what
saying.
they
even
chopped
if
up here in
they got
in that
2
manner.
points behind Arsenal, they go play 2 games more than Arsenal until
Yeah,
Arsenal play.
because they'll have 2 games
Hey,
more.
basically,
Yeah,
The
no.
thing
true. Yeah,
is, the
I
thing is,
Just
understand
guys,
check
that.
the schedule.
and only
There is a
only
possibility.
down here, he's saying pressure shot. I don't feel like they should be under pressure because what? The game, the task is simple. Win the next game you play. It don't matter if they're 2 points or they're 1 point or they're 10 points. The
Yeah,
objective is to
but
win the next game. Just
yeah,
win the
but
next
yeah,
game.
we know that. But then the narrative that we always say, the team that is playing before is going to apply the pressure. So that's what we're saying. Not because it's Arsenal
Okay,
up there. Mean you
okay,
just
but then the pressure will be only applied. The pressure will be only applied if you win.
Yo,
yeah, and
And
here
we
I
for
am
me.
win.
not and I am not
Here for
convinced
me.
in my mind that it is a foregone conclusion that you will win.
Neither
Boy,
me.
here for me,
We take
unpopular
United
opinion.
so
I'm
you
gonna give
get.
this opinion earlier up in the season, earlier up in the shows and them. For me, whole subbing is when I play the big team and them, you want to win, but the objective is not to lose. There are a lot more smaller teams in the league than there are bigger teams. And
Right.
if you can afford to at least get a draw against all the big team and then bang the team in that you're supposed to win against,
You win the
you don't
league.
have no problem.
Right. I don't have a problem with that. Shot me one in on the Mexico City pass you because you're gonna cry.
Yo,
No, no,
I,
anytime,
no.
man.
the
Like,
world, I know the
doing
world. That's what the world want to see.
when
Boy,
City
Fana,
pass, when City pass
boy.
Fana,
Arsenal,
if
me and
me
Shaq
tell
You
you
cry.
I
know,
know, right? If
you
City pass out, we may take sick leave. Okay, no, no.
Not no sick league.
know Arsenal fans in this.
And they can get if they pass, they can get passed back too.
Arsenal fans comfortable now because first thing first, when I do pass and I win the league, first thing I say, um, I never they push for the league anyway. I will
And
rebuild now.
me not to that. Me not to
You
that.
always be
So
City
you
down
No,
for.
me,
You are
No.
fame out always be City down
them
for.
they really under no pressure now. When they do lose the league, and now nothing to them because they aim maybe the start of the season, get in the
top
Champions
four.
League and rebuild. You understand?
Correct.
So even when they lose the league, it's not gonna be nothing to them. They can be like, okay, I'll come stronger next season. Cause I take a high squad now.
I slightly understand where you're coming from, but then that would be shame talking, as we say, because right now we know that they're fighting for the league. So then that's the main focus with a lot of games to go. But with that
But
being
Fana,
said,
this is
I
one
think
of
we
our
just
best
focus
chance,
on the game
and
right
this
now.
might possibly be our best chance to win the league.
Yeah,
Meaning,
it
if
is.
if
yes,
Munchie
we started off with the goal of top four, and that was the aim, and nobody can
right,
expect us to overachieve this much. But if we manage to throw away the opportunity to win the league at this point, me as an Arsenal fan would be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Joe,
Very
That's
disappointed.
exactly what I'm
That
saying.
that
If
goes
Munchie
without
had
the fact.
said this prior to the World Cup, if City had passed us prior to the World Cup, that could be my take. But
Yeah.
not in January, heading into February with either 5 points clear at the top of the table and we throw away the lead. No, that's
Not
laughable
just
too.
not just that, having gotten to the transfer window,
Right?
especially if we were to throw away the lead and then we were able to look back and say, hey, we lost the league because Partey got injured and we didn't have a proper replacement for him. Something of that sort. We had a transfer window. So
Joe,
ultimately there has to be partner. If you're an Arsenal fan and at this point manage to throw away the league, especially if it's not a case where, let's say it comes down to a head-to-head fight and I lose by 1 point or something. He can bother me. But at the same time, I can live with him. But if you just throw away the league, having had a
Yeah, it just
transfer window
collapsed.
and it just
but shot.
collapse, having had a proper a January transfer window for an opportunity to improve the squad and all of that. Any Arsenal fan that say that them didn't vex and that didn't bother them. Yeah, boy, just give me some big stone and
Joe,
line them up.
me look,
Okay.
you know this one me like with Arsenal fan. Everybody say but window this, window that, window this. And make it seems like players out there and Arsenal just now buy the players and how much proper players, quality players you can get on the market in the January for unless you
Yo,
go
and
overpay
the
for them.
fact that the fact that you can't get
Okay,
proper
you
players in
talk
the
about
January, no. The problem is the fact that they get
Everybody
expensive.
talk about midfielder. But the thing is, Okay, tell me the midfielder that you can buy right now for being in the team that if Party get injured, he could be a replacement for Party. Tell me.
The same Caicedo that Chelsea try to
Which
buy, but
Caicedo? Which
I wouldn't try,
Caicedo? Which
I
Caicedo?
wouldn't make the move
Pardon
there
me, the
because of the
problem be,
fact. No,
Arsenal
listen, no,
fans
man.
problem be.
I wouldn't make
Arsenal
the
fans
move
problem.
because of the fact of the amount of money that then go on for Caicedo. You check?
Pardon.
And I understand how we try to avoid this thing where I just throw money while. But sometimes you have to make some investment. Look on Chelsea. Chelsea, yo, Tottenham just signed Bissouma. Chelsea don't want to ask them, man, how much I want me. They check to make over.
But Joe, Arsenal fans problem be here. Okay, who tell you
Yo,
if I
chap,
buy
Onana
Listen
for
to man.
Everton. That's the
Listen to
next
man.
Yeah.
option.
Listen to
Onana,
man.
I mean, we don't say only me look for Onana for the summer. Let me get you the comments. If
Yeah, to
City
get to
pass
the comments,
Arsenal,
right?
me go on day pass, day royalty and ask for Joe.
Hey,
Just for
yo,
laugh.
me so
Yo,
glad,
Shaq, them
me so
comments
glad to be
right.
off his far from there,
Oh,
right? I
Shaq.
want to judge you. Who?
Them
I'm
comments
going through
rough.
the
Think what
comments.
me
Let me,
say, right,
let me
Shaq?
finish up the comments.
Yo,
Jolene is saying, one thing, boy, with Shaq, he never afraid. I love his hard, but if I lose this year, I feel I line up by Robin a jumper. Jump off Devil's Bridge. Top four ain't the aim anymore, King. Sure, yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
Top four
facts, me
anymore.
agree. Me agree 100%.
What you say? Suicide way to go up. Then they laughing. The man say, hey, look, you're dead, yeah. Them man talk, what? Spiciest since 2004. So I'm from Nice. You're talking about them boys is okay, party region. They say, oh, I think it's true. I'm just saying it's party region. Who are you talking about there? It's party region. So I'm from Nice. I don't really know about that you there. Anybody know about he?
I'm good.
All right, so
Be man.
okay, so that's all the comments. Where are we,
Shaq.
boy?
What me say, right, Shaq? You
Yeah,
call all
dude.
kind of man.
Let's
Who
put
tell
one
you
time.
when I buy them, then go fit exactly what we look for. When you play for a little different, different when you play for a small team and when you play for a bigger team.
Yo, but nah, that's how we talk about. Remember, at the end of the day, now, like I say, we bring the man. So you have to be realistic, right? Sometimes I find that you make too much sometimes I find that you make too much excuse. You can hear me say. Remember, and now, like I say, how we go Brighton, go buy my boy and bring in Choi in for start. How we go at Everton, go try get on and bring in Choi in for start. No. One of the biggest problems that our team have is that when you have to depend, the difference between the starting 11 and the bench,
The drop off.
difference is the drop off is too big, right?
Yeah.
And I need for go out, they go buying on big crazy player for no crazy money, but at least buy shop smartly and buy smart pieces that can come into the team. That when you play against a Nottingham Forest, you can say, boy, here what? Maggie Martin, you want rest this week. And if I need for bring you on, I bring you on. I may start the game hot. I will aim for get them down, and then I will take them boys out and make them boys rest. You're bringing somebody that you can say, once I done a lead in the game, may take out Party and make Party get rest because I have a big game come out next week. You understand? Things like that. That's what me talk about. Me not talk about they go buy a big name player.
On the market that you can get. That's what me ask you again.
Okay.
Available on the market that you can get.
We're gonna shelve that one to Cello. Let's shelve that one. I come to you, Munchie. Okay, they say look him up. Ashak tell me one thing he know. We have 95 million to spend. So the money there. Yeah, so we know that because we're gonna spend it on
Exactly. I had the money. And you turn around and about to have a spend. You're about to have to spend 95. So and you just spend what? 20 plus add-ons. The add-ons and them have to trade in some shape or form.
75 money.
So then, money they about. So that me talk about. Money they
about.
about.
Right, Munchie.
Come on, this shop. I did want to buy DRB here. Yeah, but DRB available what? But because them now do good and here the most outstanding player in available on the market. That's why they have to pull out the deal. You understand? Because for to get DRB, you gotta pay at least 80 or more. You understand me say because in available you want it.
No, but I not talk about that. No, that's how you mix up the thing, Marcelo. Me now worry about the DRB. That is why I say, man, I have no problem with the Trossard signing. You understand? Because I'm safe signing, budget friendly signing, and Trossard, as much as Diaby a baller and whatnot, Trossard are safer signing than Diaby. Because he done it prem ready and whatnot. Me have a problem with that dog. That's now what me talk about. You mix up the thing.
No,
you
me
mix up
never
the
say
thing.
you talk about that. Let me just ask you who have him. Okay, Chelsea want Caicedo, right? Caicedo upon the market for sale.
Yeah, them man want 75 fee.
The man said they're not selling player. I told them what Sky Sports News, them tell the man say he's not for sale.
Yeah, they
Chelsea
say
The man then say he's not
Listen,
for
the man.
sale, and if the man then say he's not for sale.
Forced to buy the man and player.
No, but that's what the thing. And just that the man then say he's not for sale, no sell. The man then say he's not for sale, which is why them a call the 75. But now, the man pay 20 for Caicedo. No, you think if Chelsea go tomorrow and slap 75 on the table, Brighton say no? You must stick no for you head.
This point comes in again.
Okay, all right. Okay, guys, hold on.
If you overpay for them.
Munchie, go ahead.
That's what me say again.
Go ahead, Munchie.
This just one made, right? I'm gonna ask the neutral fan a question, right? Based on what they say throughout the whole season about this title race. Again, I'm addressing the neutral fan. Don't get offended, Arsenal fans. Look what? Cancelo, Walker, Laporte, Diaz, KDB, Bernardo Silva, Foden, all the City bench today against Tottenham. That's 7 natural starting players in City's team. Take that 7 natural starters. As I'm saying, I'm addressing the neutral fan. Arsenal fans will get offended. Take that 7 natural starters out of Arsenal team. That's basically their whole back line. Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka. Do you believe the players that they would replace them with could keep up with a top 6 team? Per se? So that's what I'm saying during the season.
Right.
Depth and experience is what might give, what is going to give City the edge in this title race. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you talk, man, how's your mouth, boy? Let's never have experience and the man come and win trophy.
Yeah.
How's your mouth, boy? Stop chopping this sport.
All I have to say, that's all I have to say.
Munchie basically just repeat exactly what I say when we talk about the fact that the drop off between the starting 11
but I don't know why Munchie is asking a question because we have said that.
Confirm that.
But not
So name a question, Shaq. Name a question, Shaq and Selo. If it got to a point where I have to basically thank the Europa League because I have one greater chance of winning the Premier League, would y'all be okay with that?
Yeah, give me the Prem.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Give me the Prem.
But
no, Munchie, we know it's not deep, you know. And we have been grateful that we haven't had any major injuries. That's what we got for. But again, John, before you go in there, let me just make this last point. If you watch the last, maybe like 2 or 3 winners of the Premier League, they've generally had an injury-free season. Look back at that Liverpool team. When they won the league, it's injury-free. So yes, we know your squad it's a benefit to your squad to be deep. But if it's not and you don't have injuries, then you can win the league.
Yeah, agreed.
Joe.
Yeah, just to answer his thing, I just think that the City team has better depth. I'm just looking at it on paper, like across.
Yo, super old. You have better depth than them, I know. Right now, you are half the league, though. Why did you get that? right. But they might say, right now, Super can play Premier League and the Champions League game on the same day.
Joe, what me want to say right, Joe? What me want to say right, Joe? This man here come and talk about experience, win your lead, experience this. Athletic Madrid win and lead. They never win nothing in the years. They come and bank, they run over the 2 big teams and come left them and win the lead. And so if experience would win the lead, Barcelona and Real Madrid would come back and win the lead by any means.
How long Diego Simeone had the Atletico Madrid team for?
Anna, but I want to hear you.
Okay, Marcel, Munchie wants us to say, Munchie, this is what Munchie is looking for. Munchie, we understand that your team is deeper than ours,
And if it comes down to us to a depth crisis, we know you are the better team in that position.
Yeah, that's my experience. I understand that. I never doubt that.
Okay, Manji, are you happy?
I'm
And
not
that's
about
why
happy.
City to win the Champions League, no free more.
The man,
Free
Shaq, the
more,
man
City to
finished
win
with
the
you already. The man,
Champions League.
the man on jello right now.
He
So,
chat plenty.
okay, guys, did we give predictions yet?
Free more.
Wait, we haven't talked about the games, the rest of the games.
Boss, you realize? Yo, I'm
We were
on the problem, no dog. I'm on the problem, no.
basically talking about the
Make City to
Arsenal
win the
game
Champions
right
League.
now, you know.
Hold on, Stella. Hold on. Let's get some order. So we haven't done Liverpool yet either.
No.
we haven't done-
How did we get here?
What's the problem?
Yo,
Okay.
Leave it for last.
right? We basically don't touch Arsenal, so we can
They give a
say how
prediction.
we feel.
So let's give the predictions now.
Yeah, because we basically, yeah, we can.
Okay. Jaleel says 2-1, 2-1 United. He's going 2-1 United. Me, I'm going 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0
May go
Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. Boy, dead.
Anybody else?
Joe, you know when
3-1.
Confident.
Eh?
you know when Seller say boy dead Arsenal lose.
You lie.
Yo, wait, here we know.
You lie.
Here we right.
You lie.
Me don't need that kind of negative. Yo,
I am
here me say right. Here me say all me need to do I go up on Twitter and see Jamal Saga lose and me confident. Because right now every week Jamal Saga lose that this can happen and that can happen and he come back for clappy. Every week.
but they felt it right. 1-0 to United, half night goal. So yeah, the game
Yo,
I
here we
think
know.
1-1.
Here we know. Make Rashford go try the celebration. I got for call Granite and remind you who you be, dog. You check. That remind Jacko who you be. You check. But say, yo, I need the old Jacko just for today.
2-2.
It's two. You want 2-2. That's the way I want.
Not
That's the
2-2.
way I want. Okay, so that's that, guys. So Liverpool, Chelsea, no more.
Wait,
Yep.
took what the game prediction.
I was trying to escape with that one, Shaq.
You go up on the fence. Munchie catch you. Yeah, Suki.
Shaq, I want to sit on the fence for that one.
Let me tell you, dog.
I'll sit on the fence. But if I have to look at it, like let me just look at it a little deeper. I think without Casemiro in there, I think Arsenal can win that game probably 2-1.
Okay.
Fair
All right,
point.
that's my, because I didn't think he would have gotten the yellow card and gotten suspended for that game. So I just think that his influence in that game will be missed for them.
Yeah.
Also, one question. The fence of them that has a sit pan, a wood fence or barbed wire.
Boy.
I mean, given Chelsea's fortune this season, you have to be barbed wire. Remember last show, Chelsea, Suka, how about your Chelsea shirt? But you just show the man to go take you out. All right, so Liverpool, Chelsea.
Message again, boy.
Yeah, that.
That man says Suka the problem now. They say Suka the problem.
Yeah, boy.
Munchie Suka not too much offense, boy.
Hey, look.
Boy,
Go ahead, Suka.
Boy, Shaq, I'll try and take a
Suka by the fence again. It's your team playing.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, they don't pay Moji 400, and you pay 200 a week.
Yeah. For that one, boy, I'll say probably we might nick a win out of that 2-1.
Yeah. The boy get confident. The boy can't 2-1.
Yo, I hear you know. Them man say Mujic can start and then man buy the other winger today, and then man don't make yo, you need to forget you by such and such time. Yeah, you need my time for warm
Deadline,
up.
deadline day, yeah. Deadline to
Joe,
be in the squad.
Joe, the man say Chelsea buy so much wingers, right? Them what if them member only two wing they can use at a time.
Partner, you must say right. I want the joke in that. Yo, what the that man so yo. You must say right. That man so run out the number. That man so run out the jersey number over there. Can't
I
be
mean, when the man bring out my AC, but by the way, 200 or so.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm going with a draw. 2-2.
Yeah.
Wait, who am I play again? Liverpool I play, right?
Yeah, Liverpool,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
Yo,
Liverpool
Van Dijk,
2-1. Liverpool 2-1.
Van Dijk injured, so maybe if Chelsea can nick it. Honestly.
Yeah.
Van Dijk was playing, you would still make it.
Yeah, my thing is no, I didn't really check it out now. Like I need to find out how Joe Gomez will do first, cause he really recover from that kind of somebody so fast, That like a pile and score, the man don't play mentally with one defender down. So Chelsea probably had a chance they. Yeah, check, but
Yo, what is stats here? That man said body coming, Chelsea having a side in a week.
Man,
That's all like more points. They get more signing than points.
Shaq, it looked like because if he's been there, what, like let's say 10 weeks, it's 10 signings.
oh no, that's crazy. Oh, what did you do that?
Yo, okay. That's that, guys. I don't know anybody have any points that you just wanna touch on, anything football related before we close.
I think Man City will win the Premier League.
I didn't hear that. So what you say with your chest?
Man City will win the Premier League.
See, yeah, where I think about the Chris Wood to Nottingham Forest loan move.
I want to know how much more people Nottingham can sign.
Yo, the thing is with Nottingham, right? In comparison to Chelsea, right? Remember when they came up, they must sell basically the whole team,
Yeah,
starting 11 and bench, So I can understand them buy all them players, but like at the same time, too bad. How much more slap them up over?
But I like the move. I think that's his level.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
And it's a loan move too. So you go back to Newcastle.
No, it's a loan move with an obligation to buy.
Oh, obligation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not even an option, an obligation to buy. Because remember they bought him. I feel remember Chris Wood was kind of like a panic buy for Newcastle in a sense, because Wilson and something injured, and then Isaac come in and get injured and so on. But Wilson back, Isaac back.
Yeah, he basically falls in the behind in the pecking order with them two men.
Hey, look. Yo. That man say. The man
say current off.
Right, no, boy. My confident like a Gladys.
John, work on good body Gladys, your boy. I want to check it out.
Hey. I prefer to be like you more than Gladys. Gladys starts off the season with 6
The man say because Gladys not coming in the village early and giving nothing, that she get blow with that.
Hey, look.
At least Gladys not ice cream. Okay? So,
man say, Gladys ice cream run down last year without them doing that shit.
Oh gosh.
No, but
okay, fellas. All right, so that's that.
Chuck,
So
they touch on the Saudi Arabia PSG game.
No, I saw some things on Twitter about it. See, Ramos kicked down somebody.
Yeah, Ramos get a red card.
They are friendly.
They are friendly.
Man,
they gave me hot.
Yeah. Like 5-4 something like they finished.
Yeah, 5-4. PSG win 5-4.
Yeah, PSG 5. Yeah.
Messi Messi score as soon as the game start, and then Ronaldo score on brace.
Yeah.
I think
And then 2-2 at
Mbappe
halftime.
score on penalty and
Neymar
something.
missed a penalty.
Neymar
Yeah,
miss a penalty and Marquinhos
Yeah.
score.
yeah. Ronaldo get man of the match and so on.
Yeah.
Yo, we still
Pana.
getting
You see that
updates
man,
from last.
whosoever that man they be in the comment, like, he had jam, you know that.
Yeah, you see, they
Jam in
have
that
picture
guy.
of Western asleep now on them on account. And that's why the box never seen clapping up. Them man just
Yo,
throwing some votes for boy.
dog. But
But
see,
shot,
one of my partner posted the picture last night, right? And the man said, "Boy, imagine you wake up and find out you're unemployed."
Yeah.
Hey, look,
I said the boy asleep.
I want you to
now
that.
that man, but me not lie. Out to everybody, me not lie, boy. I was your name, I'm sorry for boy. The man do Gale bad, boy. The man take advantage of Gale long, the boy. That they see, that man they say label with the tech, but the man
I
take
mean,
advantage of Gale, boy.
this is predominantly blue, so he's an upper
Yo, but
basis
no, but and
fighting.
not even that. The problem was the person that was there previously. Gail kind of get the bad end of the stick
Yeah,
because when you're in London, London never
London
did nothing,
Belgium.
don't you? You understand? So and then now Gail come in, she try, yes, but at the same time too,
Uphill battle.
what everybody was saying is the UPP candidate guy, even with him not being in power for the past 5 years, he do a kind of something for the constituency. Then say he's been going around meeting people.
That's
And say he
cap though.
campaign. Well, we just say when we here, they're saying that he's been campaigning non-stop.
Yo,
You know, so
check the comment because we can't bring up that one for the show,
Yo,
Jack.
that
Check the comment, Jack.
Yeah, but Shaq, what with that election, I think I don't think I I don't think we've been alive enough to have seen something that close in terms of it was just by six votes because
Yeah,
you you lose your seat as an opposition leader. I mean that could have flipped on 7 votes. Then it becomes 8. Eight
yeah.
seats. Now you cannot form the government on 8 seats. Really?
So the independent candidate would have decided
Yeah.
well,
who would be the government or
well,
something
you
like that.
see,
So far, I'm
remember,
supposed to sit down the full
no,
time
Labour would
government.
have
So
still
you
have
know
the
what I'm supposed
majority
to sell for.
because remember, BPM only aligns with UPP, then not UPP.
Okay.
So it still be
Yeah.
871, 8711.
Hmm.
Definitely, we
No,
are
because no,
island,
even if
island man
even
next
if
election.
even if ALP got eight,
Hmm.
UPP got 7,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
And you have the 2 independent.
the 2 independent,
Mm.
8711.
8711. Yeah, something like
That's
that.
not a phone number, guys.
Hey, listen. Let me go. Listen, me and our man, I like politics. Me personally, couldn't wait for election and everything for done.
Hmm.
Robin
Pana,
going parliament with you know one of the funniest thing I saw. One of the funniest thing I saw. The man asked who me had a seat before Robin.
Hmm.
On Twitter, the man said
On
Christopher
Twitter,
Columbus. No.
yo, oh, what is it? Yo, no, but that's ridiculous. No, this man has been
46
the
years, yo.
Yeah.
longest serving. He's been
46 years,
Wow.
yo.
but not
11,
just
you
that.
know.
He's
Yeah.
the
11
longest
consecutive
serving
times the man with his seat.
parliamentary, the longest serving parliamentary representative. No longer just in Antigua, but in the entire
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. No king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's since
Yeah.
1978. This man, when he first sees and never lose
Yeah.
again since no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think from 80
They
it's
need
been
to give that man
yeah.
a medal of honor.
But that is craziness.
That's why
Yo,
he's
but
Sir man, Sir Robin.
and Robin money long. But I see last night just done beast number come out 666.
Yeah, the 666 come out.
I
Yeah.
see what go on. I know the real devil man and them like that. See them. Okay, everything will come to light now.
hey,
What
hey,
in the dark
settle,
must come to light.
settle. Me want it right now. We have to live in Antigua, right? Take it easy.
Tell you,
Take it
So
The
you
easy,
say
views,
right?
the views of this is the views of Marcel and not the views of the entire island fans panel.
the
the
election
devil
was
say
fair.
come out.
The election was
The
fair.
mark of
You
the
want
beast.
we approve this message.
But I'm glad we got to the election. I mean, we see
Yeah.
there's work to be done.
It's
There's
just that
work to be done on both
Parliament
sides.
will be very interesting going forward.
I mean,
Right? You
I
got
feel
9
like Parliament
opposition candidates on the other side.
will be immature.
Mm.
I feel like that. I feel we're gonna have a lot. There's gonna be a lot of clips from Parliament.
Oh yes.
The
Partner,
thing
right now,
about it, right,
Parliament on
Shaq,
comedy
right
central.
now,
No
you see,
parliament session in
ABS,
this chat.
ABS get the most views when this
Yeah.
parliament is start. I saw Gaston
Serpent.
and Serpent in the
And
parliament.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody tune in
Yeah.
every day.
But I
Yeah.
mean, I was hearing talks today. We're gonna close that they said Chet won the leadership of ALP, and they said Lewis he won the leadership of UPP. So the parties are they're probably gonna get a shake up.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
gotta watch to see what's going on.
Shaq, I'm sure during the last 4 years, you never saw Assad leaving the Labour Party, and that has happened. So you don't know what's in store for the next 4 years, right?
In 11 now, Kiki get kicked out now. I'm as a
Well,
Gaston
okay.
Kiki. Gaston Kiki with that size 11 in the back of boy. Outside.
Me hear them man to say no, don't want the leadership for Ireland fans too now. But we move.
Let's try Shaq.
God.
Wait,
That is
what you
shock.
say?
That is shock wins. Shock.
Yeah,
Even better than
me
that
hear
shock.
them man say Joe want the leadership for Ireland fans. We have to see how that go.
So Shaq, you see who on your side, but who against you, right, Shaq?
No,
You
no,
tell you, man.
Shaq,
no,
man,
no.
I like you, right, but you know, but he try to
You
put
will
Joe in the
valid
mix now, because
point,
Joe
but-
Yeah,
Arsenal
that's how
fans,
they
he
come
try to
from.
bring Joe in the mix
but
now. You know
yo,
what I'm saying?
Jelly say he tired of Gaston because the man too rude.
yo, Mike,
Yeah.
you raise a valid point now.
But that they kind of playing part in the election too now. The
It
behavior
is. It has.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
playing
yeah.
part.
Hold on, they tell you. Hold on, there. What Munchie say?
I say, Mike, make a valid point. Mike,
Wait one.
how would they say, Joe won the position, Mike?
What
Yeah.
you stop it? Come on, man. Come.
Check him out. When Joe apparently got the boat, Shaq was automatically gained presidency without voting, no election, no nothing.
Well, what? No, back up. I didn't hear you.
But Monty, hear this now. Me say Joe throw out somebody, so then that seemed like the trend. So Shaka for what he back.
Oh,
What Odie in the
Partner,
comments no matter what shocked the Ireland fans from the other youth. We take Ireland fans from nobody.
Partner, make it no, right?
I'm
what's
saying
your
like how
name?
you vote. Man say that will vote me out.
Yo, me no throw out nobody. You understand? I come on every day. I'ma take my blows. I'ma take my bad up. You understand? I'ma take my grinding.
And when your
I'ma
team
come on-
lose, you still show up, ain't it?
I'ma tell you show up. I'ma come on one day and ask one man how he cannot see Harry Maguire no good when he have glasses. And the man tell me disrespectful, let's start get on. And I hear you know. Me want to know. Me the
And
wrong
on that
somebody.
note,
Me the
Nobody
wrong
put that
somebody
same
for
man
going
there,
on the one. Me the wrong somebody for going on the one.
I
Take back
just see a man
grinding.
there.
and on that note,
I hear you
we've
know.
come
Me
to
take
the
my
end of
grinding
another
now.
Ireland
I
fans,
just see a
guys.
man there.
yes,
Shaq,
man said the
Wait,
same man.
Shaq.
Watch.
Shaq, wait. I don't see a man there. Not the man that come off the bench and tap the clubs in the house.
Hello. Paid announcement, Ireland fans. Isn't everybody own thing that all of us, collectively cooperating, and we're one, we're brothers, we're a happy family,
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Shaka the leader. Shaka our prime minister right now. Yeah,
Yo,
gentlemen.
I am not the prime minister.
We keep being checked. You understand?
Wait,
Shaka the prime minister for right
wait
now.
the
You
5
understand?
more years.
I never lose his seat.
5 more years. 5 more years. You're good for now. When
5
you
more
best one
years.
after election early. Yeah.
Yo, no, Munchie,
Listen.
Munchie, half an year level down.
I real some now, the boy. No. And the Monty, yeah, sure. Monty just like a Gary Neville, no. They're happy related. It's just like a Gary Neville.
Hey,
He's
look.
happy related to Gary Neville. That. Yo, the man go on, everything Gary Neville do, just the Monty go on. And when the man know you chat choppiness, the man till look digging that, you know. Fan the man just like a Gary Neville, fan.
You see, I sense animosity in this party because Stella is always going after Munchie, so you try to get rid of Munchie for bringing somebody.
No. But I love Munch, but sometimes, sometimes he just do a little extra that you're not supposed to do. And when you know you wrong. Munch, you still try fight for your case now, and the boy know you wrong now. The man to give up, the man just
Yeah, that sounds like a lover for me. That is sound like a lover for me, man. And on that note, guys, we've come to the end of another Island Fans. But today's what? Today's Thursday, so we're gonna see you guys again on Monday, God's willing.
Wait.
Yo, man,
Anytime,
look, yo, cannot not allow Lovell for talk, man. Come on.
wait. Anytime I have election for Island fans, please don't make Master set the time and the date. Leave.
Yo, he had one on Thursday now. Oh, what we say on Monday? We say Monday.
Yo.
Oh my, he had one on Monday. Yo, I'm gonna go back on the show. I'm gonna send him in the group.
Oh yeah, wait the game, wait till the Man City game play.
Yes.
Thursday, yeah.
I'm say Etienne. No come that. I'm say Etienne.
No man, yo, Joe and Tugwa, y'all check by the last show. Everybody go check by the last show towards the end. Towards the end, y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it.
No,
And that's it, guys. I am closing. On that note, we've come to the end of another Island Fans. The man's munching the man till let's go love it.
Yo, see the world boss shut off the show. I know I know who the 5 minutes are. See the world boss make kind of show done.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.